ప్రమాణాల్లో కానీ నాణ్యతలో కానీ వరుస రికార్డులు నెలకొల్పిన చరిత్ర యూనివర్సిటీ ఆఫ్ సౌత్ కరోలినాది. మరి ఇలాంటి యూనివర్సిటీలో చేరడం ఎంత కష్టమైన విషయమో అనుకుంటున్నారా? యూనివర్సిటీ వెబ్సైట్లోకి ఒక్కసారి లాగిన్ అవ్వండి. అదంత కష్టమైన విషయమేమీ కాదని మీకే అర్థమవుతుంది.
యూనివర్సిటీ ఆఫ్ సౌత్ కరోలినాలో చేరాలంటే వెబ్సైట్లోకి వెళ్లి అక్కడ చెప్పినట్టు నిబంధనల్ని చక్కగా పాటిస్తే చాలు. ఈ వర్సిటీలో అడ్మిషన్ సులభంగా దొరుకుతుంది. దరఖాస్తు ప్రక్రియ సులువుగా ఉంటుంది. ప్రతి కోర్సుకి ఆన్లైన్లో వెబ్సైట్ ద్వారా దరఖాస్తు చేయాలి. ఫీజు అందజేయాల్సిన ధృవపత్రాల గురించి వెబ్సైట్ని సందర్శించి తెలుసుకోవాలి. దరఖాస్తు పురోగతిని కూడా సంబంధిత వర్సిటీ వెబ్ లింక్ ద్వారా తెలుసుకోవచ్చు.
Procedure for getting admission for graduate students is to apply to our graduate school. All application process can be done online. Go to website for the graduate school for University of South Carolina. Application material is there. It can be applied from there. Similarly, for undergraduates, you send your application to the university. It is evaluated at the central level for undergraduates. For graduates, graduate schools checks first on what are the material needed to review the application, and as soon as that material is complete, application is complete, it is sent down to the department where it is reviewed by faculty committee, and then they recommend whether student should be accepted or not. And many times if student is very well qualified and some professor is looking for hiring a graduate student, then they are supported by research grant.
We don't have any, we admit a large number of master students as long as they satisfy the admission requirements. We don't have a particular limit on the number of master students. We currently have something like 170 graduate students. Among them around 80 students are PhD students, around 90 students are master students. The application deadline for fall 2016 is February 1st. In general, if you want to apply for fall, you have to apply by around February 1st. If you want to apply, we admit students in both spring semester and fall semester. For spring semester, the deadline for spring next year, the deadline is October 1st this year, and for fall semester this year, the application deadline is February 1st this year.
We accept applications twice a year. Our deadlines are in February and October, and we begin reviewing those applications immediately afterwards. Many prospective students ask us very detailed questions about specific GRE scores or language test scores, and we do publish some numbers of what we generally expect to see. But when we review the applications, we are looking more for some information about the whole application. The question we ask when we review an application for our graduate programs is, what evidence do we see that tells us this student can succeed in our program? We want to make sure that every student we admit has an excellent chance to complete our programs and be very successful in completing that program. So we're looking for evidence from test scores. We're looking for English language ability. We're also looking for some background in computer science, and particularly for PhD students, we're looking for some evidence of research capabilities, and some evidence, for example, that the student has made the most of the opportunities they have in their home university.
టోఫెల్, జిఆర్ఈలో మంచి స్కోర్ సాధిస్తే ఇక్కడ సీటు సులభంగా సాధించవచ్చు. 1-2 కోర్సులకు టోఫెల్, జిఆర్ఈ నుంచి మినహాయింపు ఉంది. అదీను ఈ రంగాల్లో 2-3 ఏళ్ల అనుభవం ఉంటేనే.
On the other hand, for our masters in software engineering program, if applicants have more than 3 years of software development experience, we consider waiving the GRE requirement. Admission to PhD, we require higher scores in GRE. We expect more than 165 in GRE quantitative and more than 150 in GRE verbal. and also we expect you to have very strong background, academic background, and some research experience.
Grading usually is based on multiple components. It could be from test scores, it could be from homework results, and also from oral presentation. There could be many dimensions when we consider how to assign a grade for a course a student takes with me. And I usually will encourage students to pay more attention to the homework because it's fully under your control. So I will encourage the student to make sure they always work on the homework in a timely manner. Don't wait until the last minute to start working on the homework because first that will not come up with high quality homework, and usually it will be error prone, and that is not going to look good to a professor. So I think the students should try to make use of the homework. First, they can use it to make exercise. They can learn from the homework experience, and that will help them do better in the exams. And second, as I have always emphasized, it's fully under your control. When you go to an exam, you might become nervous. You might not be able to show your full capability. However, homework is fully under your control. You can take your time, and you can work on it as much as you wish, and also spend sufficient time and effort to inspect to make sure you don't make any careless mistake.
అసిస్టెంట్షిప్స్ ఫండింగ్ వివరాలు ఇప్పుడు చూద్దాం.
So students that have their own thirst for knowledge, that have their own motivation to be productive, those students are the most successful in my group. So in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, we have many opportunities for funding as teaching assistants. We hire dozens of teaching assistants for many of our courses, starting from the very low level, freshman level courses, up through, in some cases, even graduate level courses. And we work to offer that kind of financial support to as many incoming students as we can. We also have a number of research assistantships that allow students to become involved directly in conducting the research that we do. This is particularly interesting because in most cases a research assistantship means you can work on your thesis or work on your dissertation and get paid to do it. So we have as many of these as we can offer. It depends on the availability of funding and the match of a student's interest to the research project that we have funding for. But we look forward to hiring as many new students in that role as we can.
I currently support 4 PhD students. Some of them, I support them with research grant. Some of them, they work as TA with the department, or they, for example, international students. Some of them may receive scholarship from their own government.
Almost, I think, all the PhD students in our department are funded by either a research assistant or as teaching assistant, and some master students even get support from the department. So our department as computer science, they offer the basic programming and other courses, to all the students in the university, like basic programming. So that's why we hire a lot of students to help teach such kind of courses. So in our department we have many more, the teaching assistantship positions than other department in the engineering college.
యూనివర్సిటీ ఆఫ్ సౌత్ కరోలినాలో విద్యా ప్రమాణాలు అత్యుత్తమం, టెక్నాలజీ అత్యున్నతం. అందుకే విదేశీ విద్యార్థులు ఈ యూనివర్సిటీకే ఓటేస్తున్నారు.
ఇండియా నుంచి అమెరికా వచ్చే విద్యార్థులకు ఒక ముఖ్యమైన సూచన అండి. మీరు మీ తల్లిదండ్రులని బ్రదర్స్ సిస్టర్స్ని ఇండియాలో వదిలేసి ఇక్కడికి వస్తున్నారు, చదువుకోవడానికి వస్తున్నారు. కంప్లీట్లీ డిఫరెంట్ కంట్రీ. మీరు ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినప్పుడు కొన్ని ఛాలెంజెస్ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి, కొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. దాన్ని బట్టి డిస్కరేజ్ అవ్వకండి. సక్సెస్ఫుల్ పీపుల్కి కూడా అన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి, ఛాలెంజెస్ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. మీరు ఆ ఛాలెంజెస్ని ఎలాగ దాటుకుని రావాలి, ఆ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ని ఎలా ఓవర్కమ్ చేసుకోవాలి, దాని మీద ఫోకస్ చేస్తే దట్ విల్ మేక్ యూ స్ట్రాంగర్ అండ్ బెటర్. అంచేత ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ గురించి డిస్కరేజ్ అవ్వకండి. Problems will get solved. Focus on resolving them.